Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources. Updating daily at 6 a.m. New York. Fox World News.
January 25, 5:13 America, New York. Pope Francis says homosexuality is not a crime, but remains a sin among Catholic doctrine. Pope Francis said Catholic Church bishops need to do more to support those in the LGBTQ community, especially in those countries where they are persecuted.
BBC News World.
January 25, 5:07 America, New York. Andrew Tate claims case against him, empty. Tate says there is no justice in Romania, as he is taken for police questioning at a special unit.
Washington Post World.
January 25, 4:45 America, New York. Israel demolishes home of suspected Palestinian attacker. Israeli forces have demolished the home of a Palestinian gunman who allegedly killed a female Israeli soldier in an attack last year that sparked a clampdown on the East Jerusalem neighborhood where he lived.
Mirror World News. January 25, 3:48 America, New York. Freezing weather kills 157 in Afghanistan as country faces coldest winter in 15 years. Afghanistan is facing its coldest winter in 15 years, with temperatures dropping as low as -34 degrees Celsius, as the death doubles in less than a week.
Time.
January 25, 3:15 America, New York. Berlin Airport cancels all flights on Wednesday amid worker strike. Berlin's airport said it has cancelled all passenger flights Wednesday because of a strike organized by the Verdi Union, severing the German capital from international air travel.
New York Times World News. January 25, 3 o'clock America, New York. Cold War nuclear bunker lures tourists worried about new threats. Amid renewed tensions with Russia, tourists are flocking to a decommissioned nuclear fallout shelter that Canada built to preserve its government during a nuclear war.
Mirror World News.
January 25, 2:44 America, New York. Hero dad loses both legs diving in front of snowplow to save his two young daughters. Australian Defence Force veteran Dave Milne threw himself in front of a snowplow to save his daughters Isla, 3, and 1-year-old Anna at a ski resort in California, USA. Washington Post World.
January 25, 2:04 America, New York. The AP interview. Pope on health, critics and future papacy. Pope Francis says he hasn't even considered issuing norms to regulate future papal resignations.
Washington Post World.
January 25, 2 o'clock America, New York. Ukraine Live briefing. U.S. and Germany poised to send heavy battle tanks to Ukraine. Russia's ambassador in Washington said dispatching the M1 Abrams tanks would be a blatant provocation.
Mirror World News.
January 25, 1:58 America, New York. Germany joins U.S. in sending tanks to Ukraine in first weapons supply since World War II. The United States and Germany have both overcome reluctance in sending tanks to Ukraine, with officials now having said that they are ready to do so, although it is unclear if the decisions are linked.
World News. Breaking international news and headlines. Sky News.
January 25, 1:46 America, New York. Teams and Outlook go down for thousands of Microsoft users. Microsoft is investigating an outage that has left thousands of users unable to access the website services, including Teams and Outlook. BBC News World.
January 25, 1:42 America, New York. Michelle Yeoh. Chinese fans rejoice at Oscar nomination. If she wins, Yeoh will become the first Asian woman to win Best Actress.
Time.
January 25, 1:30 America, New York. Jacinda Ardern may need ongoing security, amid torrent of abuse and threats. Jacinda Ardern is likely to require an unprecedented level of security for a former New Zealand Prime Minister given the extent of the abuse and threats she faced while in office.
BBC News World.
January 25, 1:15 America, New York. India and Pakistan came close to nuclear war, Pompeo. U.S. officials helped avert a nuclear conflagration in 2019, former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo says.
RT World News.
January 25, 0:12 America, New York. UN pushes for troop deployment in Haiti. Washington showed little interest in a security mission to quell violent unrest in the Caribbean nation. New York Times World News.
January 25, 0:11 America, New York. Your Wednesday briefing. More advanced weaponry for Ukraine. A U.S. Abrams tank during a NATO exercise in Latvia in 2018.
New York Times World News.
January 25. 007 America New York. Natural gas shortages hit China as temperatures plunge. Local governments starved for cash after enormous spending on costly, zero-COVID measures cannot afford to keep up adequate supplies of gas. Snowfall in Zhejiang, in central Jiangxi province, last week.